Smart24, driving business.
Welcome to the second hour of Smart Men's Business. It's just 11 minutes past 8 a.m. My name is Masikitsime, and of course I am joined with Andrew Barije. And of course, don't forget these conversations here in Smart Men's Business are proudly powered by Zabu. So if you're looking for where to invest if you want to invest in bonds and securities, Zabu says look no further. All you need to do is land the USSD code of Zabu. Get your smartphone, get your national ID number, and then you can start off with Zabu. Just dial *292#. And for the prompts, you can learn about the product. You can go straight to the bonds, the maturity periods. I mean, Zabu has a lot to offer for you. But investment with Zabu is as low as 15,000 Uganda shillings. So choose to invest that or more, depending on how much you want your returns on investment to be like. Well, Zabu is fully operational from Monday to Friday, except for public holidays and weekends, from 8:15 a.m. till 3:15 p.m. Just a few minutes from now, Zabu is going to open its doors for you. 6 working hours. Please do, in that time, please do make sure that you charge Zabu. And of course, they say your money is your future, and they are powered by Alltex East Africa, telling you to do something new. Well, in such a very cold morning. Anyway, good morning, Andrew. Glad to have you on the 30th of October. Just one day to wrap up the month of October. How do you feel?
No, I feel great. I feel great, but of course it's a little bit challenging when as we approaching towards the end, when I feel like there is that ultimate responsibility that I have towards myself in terms of what impact have I been to my society and also to myself at the end of the day. I think that's what creates a bigger picture as to why. I mean, it's way more than because. The reality is what we call the time aspect is a little bit of an illusion to some extent. It's simply the rotation of the earth, but in general we are in one time space. But the bigger picture is that how have you impacted your community and how have you impacted yourself? That's the most important.
Well, that's quite interesting right there. And of course, today being a chill Monday, I know the weekend could have been hotter and hotter. If you go on X, my goodness, it was a very, very busy weekend. But anyway, regardless, you have to wake up in the morning and make sure I do that report so that by tomorrow it is set, being ready to deliver for the next planning for the next 2 months of the year 2023. Well, of course, let's get motivated for this Monday morning. Well, of course, that is it for our today's motivation. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. So, regardless, you have to walk in that failure after failure so that you could actually be successful. And of course, finally, believe in your business and listen to your guts. Okay, listen to your gut feeling. What you like a small voice you hear, that a small voice. That is it.
That's God.
For some people it's God, for some people it's I don't know.
Still voice that speaks out. I mean, your conscious that tells you about something.
I just feel like it's the conscious. Oh, I don't think it's God.
If somebody has an awakened conscious, they can actually see, because the challenge is that what limits us to have that gut, like the quote saying, is that we are so much. The structure of our spirit is much more embedded with our ego. And you find that ego takes about 97% and 3% is that awakening. That gut is not active enough, and that's why we make the wrong business decision. We don't know who the right people to partner with when it comes to business. So it's key and important. I believe in it, and I urge people to come back on it.
Well, Andrew, today we're going to look at side hustles. Side hustles these days has been a thing because I mean the economy,
people are scared of losing their jobs or something.
No, they're not actually entirely scared, but then the cost of living. You cannot be doing one thing and expect to cover all the expenses that you have. That is why someone is like, I earn this amount, but I spend more than I earn.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, being dominated in a system which is ruled by corruption, definitely that is really anticipated, whereby the rate at which the standards of living is increasing is way higher as compared to the rate at which people's income is increasing. And this would actually be natural by the system creating it naturally. But now we see a system whereby you as an individual, you have to actually back on it. In developed economies, it just works all the way out. Set the minimum wage higher. Unlike here, the more the cost of living increases, the more the employers actually want to cut the salaries of the workers, because the cost is also coming back to them. That makes it a little bit much more scary, in some sort of a way. So from that perspective, somebody thinks it's like, hey, I need to create a side hustle for myself, just in case things don't go this way, such that I can have quite multiple income to catch up with the living standard, most especially of a country like Uganda.
So, how do we, of course, we want to tell our viewer right there how they should actually balancing
work and side hustle.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you have to go where you have to wait and see.
Yeah. You have to wait and see. Actually, one of the aspects I would really point out to the people out there that are employed, you probably where somebody does 5 jobs a day. Majority are surviving on tablets to keep them together because depression. And if you look at the rate of depression in those countries, because this is a state that is about money. If you don't work, you don't eat. That is the state. You get that? So you have to actually be in all this time of so deep into work. You have to work and all this, and that's why before and mental health is key and important for your future, because right now you may not see it, but later on it's quite key and important. Burnouts.